to today's interview session, and I want to allow this young man to kind of tell us about himself and let us know, kind of a little bit more about himself and where he's from. So let's start with your name. What is your name?
My name is Antonio Lockett.
Okay, Antonio Lockett. Who are you? I mean, who? If people had to ask who is Antonio Lockett, what would you say?
Just I'm a chill, laid back person, very hardworking, and I'm out the way.
So, if you could think about it right now in life, what's motivating you?
My family just want to be able to take them like just like my motivation is for them because like growing up, I know I ain't saying I would struggle, but I just want to be able to show them more things in life, like just live, have more better things in life.
So, if I were to have your cell phone right now and I look at some of the songs you listen to, what would come up first?
Probably like NBA YoungBoy or something. That's one of my
NBA,
favorite rappers.
okay, NBA Youngboy. Okay. So, if you had a choice right now, if you had, let's say there's three choices right now, and you wanted to be selected as uh, getting a scholarship from, what top three schools would you love to attend?
I would love to attend. My first and top school that I love to attend is Oregon University. It's been a school that I've always wanted to join. And my second school would probably be Alabama, of course. That's just been my favorite school my whole life. And my third school would probably be Mississippi State. I like Mississippi State.
Okay, so you let me make sure I understand this, Antonio. You've been a Bama fan your whole life, but it's your second choice. So why is that?
I just be honest, I just like how Oregon organization, like I just like that, like how they is, like how they culture. I like Oregon culture. But Alabama, they just always been my favorite team. But I just like Oregon culture.
Who's the head coach of Oregon Ducks?
Mario Kristoff.
Okay. All right. And you say you like the program. Does it have a lot to do with them numerous and quadruple uniforms that they have?
We got a little something to do with that.
A little something to do with that. And do you know who? Because I like to pick young people brains. I like to understand your thought process and understand if you know a little bit about history or either knowing the program. Um, by chance, do you know who's a major sponsor for Oregon?
Jordan, sure, I think is it Jordan?
Could be.
Think it's Jordan. I really ain't got too far in that type of research, but
Okay. Okay. Well, let me help you out a little bit. And I'll give you a chance to research this a little bit more because I like you to know about some of the schools because it's important. When you first get to certain campuses, they want you to know their school song already. They want you to know the tradition. They want to know, you to know what's going on. One of the things with Oregon is Nike is a heavily contributor to Oregon because uh, one of the owners of Nike was an alumni of Oregon. So that's why they're able to get as much Nike and uniforms and all of those things of that nature because the owner is an alumni of Oregon University. So I thought I'd just pass that on to you. Okay. So again, let's talk a little bit more about college. So I take it that that's something that is in your immediate future.
yes, sir. I've been doing this all my life. It's really really all I know. I've been playing football since I was little. Only thing that really make me happy is football.
Football. So, in your own words, what would you consider to be the ideal college athlete or student athlete in that matter?
Someone who who always willing to work, who know how to manage time and be able to manage their time as a student and be able to manage their time as an athlete and give them both 100%.
So let me ask you again. You played football, and what position did you play?
I played free safety.
Free safety. Okay, I like that. Free safety. Let me ask you a question, Antonio. What gets you going on the field?
Just being out there, just like my teammates, like just the crowd, everybody just like band playing it just pumped me up, just made me ready to play ball.
Are you more of a practice player, or are you more of a practice player, or are you more of just a game time player? Or are you both?
I'm pretty much both. I'm both. I'm a practice player and a game player. But and again, when it's game time, it's game time. It's like it's more hype than practice. But I'm both.
So if we were to watch your film of you in your games this year, what player right now currently in college or either in the NFL that you say, hey, I'm out of my game after him?
Probably like a Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman. Okay. 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 All right. And let me ask you one more question. What do you consider to be the strongest part of your game?
Me knowing how to read rock, my good rock recognition. I know it rock coming before it comes.
Okay,
If
so
you
you
know
you
how to read the quarterback, knowing where his eye, like just reading his eyes, and knowing what he finna get ready and throw the ball.
okay. So, and what about as you played this game over the last 4 years in high school, what do you consider, Antonio? I wanna know what happened when adversity hit you.
When adversity hit me, I'm considered the person I try to keep everybody head up, tell them like this ain't over, and keep playing ball. Just try to lift everybody up and keep playing ball because it ain't over. It's never impossible to come back.
What do you consider over the last 4 years? I know we all have had them. What was your worst moment? You said, God, man, this is bad.
One of my worst moments was my 10th grade year we played against Sierra and the running back, Hugh Jackson. He was gone, straight up the middle, every play, and I was like, this is bad. Like, he really it was bad. I can't believe it.
What did you do on that play that you said if I had another chance I would do differently?
Uh, what I would do differently probably what I would have did differently will, um, honestly don't know what I'd do different.
So, because if you run that play back through your head and you said before the ball was snapped, and then you saw him coming through the hole, what could you have done differently to maybe impact that play
I
a little
should have
bit
read,
different?
I should have read it a little better and try to fill the hole to make it stop.
Okay. And as I continue to understand you, if there's something that you said, hey, I can tell the colleges about me that is quite interesting, what would that be?
Uh, I'm very hardworking, quiet. It's pretty much it. Just I'm hardworking. I'm willing to work.
You're hard working, you really work. And we hear that from a lot of recruits. But I'm interested in, do you have any special talents that maybe the average person do not have that's unique about Antonio?
Uh, One of my special talents that I think that I have that other people don't have is that like special talent that I have that other people don't have. I'm a silent killer. I don't really speak too much.
But
I
are you a leader? I mean, because
just
we
I leave
need leaders. We need someone who vocal, who gonna speak up in the huddle and call out the packages. Can we get to depend on you?
Yeah, you could depend on me. That's most of my high school years. How I went like when people don't get the courage in the call and stuff, they always look at me and say, hey Tony, what the call is," and I make sure that everybody get the call. So like I'm that person that you can come to if you got a problem, and I make sure I try my best to help you fix it.
So if you had to talk to colleges today and they ask about your personality, in what ways do you feel like your personality, if we were looking for a free safety to give a scholarship to, would suit our university?
I'm very laid back and out the way.
I want to ask you a question, some recent in the media headlines and in current events. It was in Texas high school on yesterday, the playoff game, where the defensive end, I believe he was a defensive end, he got the first penalty, which was unsportsmanlike conduct for pushing down the lineman. Then he got the second penalty for cursing a referee. He was ejected from the game. He ran back out on the field and body slammed the referee. What do you think about that?
I think that was very selfish of him because he got to think about his brothers that's on the team with him also. Some of them that could have been like the playoff time. That could have been the time where they trying to get some offers and still trying to get colleges to look at them. And he didn't blow it. He probably didn't blow it all of that for them because he want to be selfish and ambush a referee because he's angry.
So, can you manage your stress? Can you manage your anger, Antonio?
Yes, sir, I can manage my anger.
And
I,
if,
I
and I'm sorry, second part to that question. And if so, how do you do that?
I mean, you can't go against the ref. So I mean, you just gotta continue to play ball, stay positive, and keep playing ball. That's pretty much it. That's the only thing you can do, and just stay positive.
Well, I want to lead you into the consequences of his actions because I want to make you aware. One, it reflects bad upon the high school. Not only does it reflect bad upon the high school, it reflects bad upon the team, the coaches, and the entire school district. And that team actually won that playoff game, but because of his actions, they have been bounced from the playoffs, and they also looking at other fines. He also went to jail and had to be bonded out. I think $30,000 bond all over his action, and he was the number 6 top-rated recruit in Texas, and all of that is thrown out the window. What do you think about that, Antonio?
I think that was he made a very very bad decision that you shouldn't have made, and he should have controlled his anger and handled it a better way because he had he had things that a lot of people around the world wish they had, and he just ruined it all because he got mad at what the ref said.
And we all know the percentages of student athlete that actually go on to the NFL, and that percentage is very small. Not to be a dream killer, but what are your plans in college? And I know your aspiration would be to go to NFL, but if you are able to maintain and go all 4 years and get a degree, what would you study when you go to college?
I plan on studying computer science.
Computer science, and what kind of career you want that to lead to?
I still been thinking and deciding. I really haven't got that far yet, but I'm still deciding on where do I want to take it.
I have 3 more questions for you, Antonio. And over the next year, what goals have you set?
One the biggest one is to be in somebody university. The second one is to be playing on the university, whatever university I go to, team. And third is to improve and be better than I was this year.
And number 2, along those same lines, what do you consider or see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I see myself in the NFL draft, getting ready to get drafted.
And one more question. How comfortable are you speaking in front of large crowds?
Um, I'm really like I'm not very that much of a talker. Like I stay to myself. But if it come down to me having to speak in front of a crowd, then I would just have to speak. I wouldn't mind speaking in front of a crowd. I just have to do what I have to do.
And one more, I said my last question, but an additional question or two. Antonio, let's do a hypothetical here. Let's say that you guys just won the game and you're being interviewed after the game, and they ask you after you made some phenomenal plays. I want to ask you a question that a reporter may ask you. Antonio, this is hypothetical. You had a great game today, and how did you feel while you was intercepting the ball, running back on the pick six?
I felt good. I felt like I felt good about it. I felt like I was helping my team to get the W, and just it just felt good. Cause it just felt good helping my brothers and uplifting my brothers, trying to get the W.
Okay. So, and my final question of tonight: what would the next coach who is able to recruit and get Antonio Lockett to sum this all up? What kind of person, what kind of player, and what kind of student would they be getting at their university?
They will be having a very smart, hardworking, and positive person at their university.
Well, Antonio Lockett, we want to thank you for your time, and I'm sure we'll be in touch again to see what your future goals are and to make sure that you continue to stay on the right track for recruitment. Thank you very much.
Sure. Thanks for having me here.
All right, I'll stop recording.